Hey Chelsea, diyan ka pa. Thank you. Hindi ko alam kung may sounds ako eh. Good morning, Miss Mona. Hindi ako pinansin ng maestra namin. Hindi ka naman sin na. Parang madilim, no? Medyo mahirap yung subject namin ngayon kasi ano na, sa math na. Guys, may sounds ba ako? Guys, may sounds ba ako? Adelnas, good morning. Nasa school ako. Hindi sa school. Online school. So, inano ko na. Nilive ko na para pang dagdag. Wala pang trabaho. So, mamaya ng mamaya na yung pasok. Salamat sa tambay, Delnas. Thank you very much. Online lang. Pandagdag lang sa WH. Oo. Para ma-upgrade. Hindi lang puro deliver ng food.
Morning, Miss Mana.
Tsaka dyan ka sa ano ko, camera ko. Sa vlog. Naka-line, naka-ano ako. Naka-live ako sa ano ko eh. I-view mo ako. I-view mo ako. Ha? Ano? Dami-dami mong ballpen, wala kang ballpen. Dami mong ballpen ah. Saan ba yung mga ballpen mo?
everyone. Good morning, Miss Mona. Good morning, Miss Mona. Good morning, Miss Mona. Morning, very good. Morning. Morning. Good morning. Morning, Miss Mona. It's gonna be a big day today. Mm-hmm. Are you ready with your notebooks? Ready? Good. That's nice. New day, new Monday, new topic. Absolutely. That's right. Let me see. Do we get any new students or they will be transferred to the new teacher? Mm, Good morning, Miss Mona. Good morning. Very good morning. Okay, that's good. So they are being in the other class, so it's fine that we are less students. We can pay attention more on you, right? Good morning, Miss Mona. Good morning, my dear. I'm ready with my notebook, my pen and paper, right? No calculator, my eraser, my sharpener. Good job. You said three notebooks, Miss Mona, right? We're going back to the school now. Mhm. Okay, so I opened the book in the morning. Did you guys see that book? Yes, Miss Mona. Okay, good. So I didn't get time to make the course overview completely, but for today we'll start up and then I'll make the course overview during the day and update. But as per your knowledge, I would like to tell you, I made it on my paper that let me open the book first so that I can show you. Everybody can open the book easily. Yes, Miss no trouble. Yes. No trouble for everyone to open. There you go. So this is your book, Medical Dosage and Calculations. It's too much, so we will just start up the chapter, right now. This book is for 4 units until chapter 12. But we won't be doing chapter 10 and 11. Chapter, which one we did? Yeah, 10 and 11. So 10 and 11, we will not. and chapter 12. So we'll start with chapter number 1. There will be, here let's go into the chapter 1. I hope it will be understandable to everyone. So there is a test here in the front, in the start of every chapter. You need to do this diagnostic test. You have to solve these questions on paper, 20 questions, and you have to submit in the assignment. I will open an assignment for your submission. Okay? That will be called as the diagnostic test assignment.
Thank you, CI.
But you can't do it now unless you understand the chapter. So the first chapter
Thank you, CI. Sorry, nasa school ako.
named as,
Sinama ko lang sa vlog para pangdagdag ng watch hour.
these are some PowerPoint slides here. I'll be opening up for you. This is the review of the arithmetic and the dosage calculations, guys. In this, we are just learning about reducing and building the fractions into equivalent forms. We did that in the school. We will add, subtract, multiply, and divide the fractions. We will simply complex the fractions and we'll convert between the decimal numbers and the fractions. If you don't get it right now, that's fine. Just listen to me and move on. Don't say, oh, I don't understand this word, how to do it. No pressure. Just let's move on. We will multiply, add, subtract, divide the decimal numbers. We will round off the numbers. We will write down the percentages in the decimals and fractions. We'll do the percent of the number and the percent of the change. We'll estimate the answers, and they're saying a special word. Use a calculator to verify the answer, guys. Please, just verify. We are not using the calculator in this exercise. In this chapter 1, do not use the calculator. Okay? I would like to remind you, yesterday, one of the evening student, not yesterday, on Friday, one of the evening student, they have been expelled out of the course. I would not say that word, but they had been expelled out from the course by the college and the government because she was cheating in the exam. She was doing the knowledge assessment of the principles of pharmacy practice, the final exam, and she didn't, she made the video and she submitted the video because the department, if I don't complete your videos, the department checks it. So when the department checked it, they randomly checked the girl, and that girl, she was literally cheating. How? In the final exam, she was copying the question, pasting onto the Google, writing there, whatever the answer she gets there, copy from the Google and put it onto the final assessment. Answers were completely wrong. I asked you about a question for the something and she answered for the engineering answer. And she forgot, she didn't notice that her screen is shared. She might thought of that her one screen is shared and she did everything. First, she's looking at the phone, she's learning there, she's doing everything. And then, so they right away terminate her from the course. And it's almost that girl is close to finish the course. And the college has totally said that we can't take you back in. We don't care about your grant or anything. So please guys, be watchful for anything that we do. It doesn't sound good, right? So when we are saying, please do not use calculator, please do not use calculator. Do not use calculator for your calculations. But use it once you're done. If you want to verify your answers, then yes, you can use it. Otherwise, don't use that one. Next comes to decimal numbers and the fractions. So the first thing that we're going to learn is decimal numbers. Everyone knows what is a decimal number, right? Decimal number represents a fraction with a denominator of 10, 100, 1000, and so on. And each decimal number has three parts: whole number part, decimal point, and a fraction part. Like this one. If it's a whole number part, if you're writing anything, any numbers, the numbers they are in front of the decimal, they are called as the whole number parts. The numbers on the other side of the decimal, onto the right side of the decimal, they are called as the fraction part. So if it's the fraction part, it starts like 1, 2, 3, 4. Tenth, hundredth, thousandth, and 10,000th. On the other side, they didn't start from tenths, they start from ones. Ones, tenths, hundreds, and thousands. Please be watchful of these spellings. DTH, 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 DHS, right? We don't have like here. It's nothing. The second thing, it starts from 10th position, it starts from ones position. Because you will be having questions. They will be asking you to write these words for your decimals. So please. Next is, reading a decimal number will help you to write it as a fraction. So if we see like that, decimal number 4.1, how do you read that? 4, this is 4. This is 4. And decimal is always, this is called as and here, and 1/10. So this is the first position and that is the 10th position. So that's how we write it. 4, 1/10. Right? We know all this. We have done that in the school times. But it's kind of a refreshing from there. 0.3. So we have nothing this side. So this side is always starts from 10th. The first position is always 10th position. So 3/10. If you see, this is 10th, this is 100th. At 100th position, it is 7. So 7/100th. 7/100th means 7 over 100. 3/10th, 10th means 3 over 10. Decimal 0.231. Now this is nothing here on this side. Now from here, 10th, 100th, 1000th. So this is 2. 231,000. Now remember, anything that comes in the middle, it doesn't have 100th. It is 100. Anything that ends, that comes with the th, which is 231. So 231 will be on the top, and 1000th means 1000 is down as you read it. 0.0025. Again, nothing here. This one is 10th, 100th, 1000th, 10,000. You're gonna write 25. 25 will be on the top, and the position is 10,000. So this is 10,000 together. So this becomes 10,000. Easy? Understandable? Right? You will when you will read the question, then you will get to know. They might be asking you, can you convert the decimal number to fractions? They will write these words and they will say, can you convert them to fraction? Can you convert the fraction to this wording? So that's how you should know that how you will be writing it down. Then moves to the next one. Changing decimals to the fractions. So when we are changing decimals to the fractions, a number can be written in many different forms. A decimal number 0.5, 0.5, we can write 0.5. We can write 5 over 10, or we can cut 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5, 1 over 2. We can write all the three ways. Now this one, when the numerator is smaller and the denominator is larger, this is called as a proper fraction. So you will be having a question. They will give you a decimal. They will give you a decimal and they will ask you convert into proper fraction. Okay? They will give you a proper fraction and they will say to convert to decimals. Both ways. So you need to know both ways. We will teach you at the end of the chapter. I will show you teaching you this percentage, decimals, fractions, and all. What is the relation with the pharmacy? Every chapter, at the end of every chapter, there are the questions. They are showing those questions, telling us that how these questions are being relevant to your pharmacy. Next comes to the next slide. A decimal number greater than 1, such as 3.5. So let's say we do 3.5. So 3.5 can be written as 3, 5 over 10, right? Can it be written like that? 35 over 10?
No, because the 3 is a whole number.
But we can write 3.5 as 35 over 10 because this decimal I picked up and put it as a 10 here.
It's a bit tricky, Miss Mona.
Yeah, why did it became 35?
Okay,
Miss Mona?
okay, 35
She rounded off, I think.
divided by 10. What is the answer? 10
3.5.
greater 30.
Yeah, 3.5.
5, 10, 0. 10 5s are 50, right? It's like that. So answer is again 3.5. So it means 35 over 10 means 3.5.
No.
Yes. And 3, 5 over 10. Solve this one. Is it the same answer? 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. It will become 3, 1 over 2. Right? So 4 ways. 1 way, 2 way, 3 way, 4 ways. If they're asking you to write the decimals to the lowest fraction, so fraction is this one. This one. So we are converting them to the lowest fraction. Because if you will do this on calculator, your answer will come 3.5. Your calculator will never give the answer 3.1 over 2. This only you can get it if you know the calculation. And how to calculate it? So 3.5 will be written like this. 3, 5 over 10. Got it? Everyone? Is it clear?
Yes. Yes, Miss.
The more the questions you perform, more it will be better. Okay. Now comes to mixed number. Can also be changed to an improper fraction where the numerator is larger or equal to its denominator. You remember? Okay, I will tell you one more thing. So let's say I'm writing 2 over 7. If it's 2 over 7, guys, this is called as the proper fraction when the numerator is smaller and the denominator is larger, right? If I write 7 over 2 and the numerator is larger and the denominator is smaller, so this is called as improper fraction. Got it? And when I write 7 over 2 as a 3, 1 over 2, this is called as a mixed number. So these are the 3 names given. One is the proper fraction, one is the improper fraction, and the third is the mixed fraction or the mixed number. So proper fraction is 2 over 7. This is 7 over 2. And mixed is it becomes 3, 1 over 2. Sorry, my handwriting is not that good at writing here. 3 over 2 over 7 is proper. 7 over 2 is improper. And 3, 1 over 2 becomes the mixed fraction or the mixed number. Why I am telling you again and again, you have the questions, they will be asking you. Please convert the decimals to proper fraction. Please convert the decimals to improper fractions. Which of the followings are the proper fractions? Which of the followings are the mixed numbers? So you should be very much clear about these 3 terms. multiplied with 1 and more. When the mixed fraction is written, and these two, they're always being plus added. So 3 times 2 plus 1. 3 2s are 6 plus 1, 7 over 2. That's how the mixed fraction becomes the improper fraction. Got it?
Yes.
So they are showing you the calculator. I think everybody knows the basic calculator. They are showing basic calculator. We do not need the scientific calculator to buy. Okay. Now, opposite. Changing fractions to decimal numbers. So let's do it. 2 over 5. 2 over 5 means 2 divided by 5. So 2 over 5, the upper one always goes inside. The lower one always goes outside. Always. So it's 5 divided by 2. So let's divide it on the next slide. Here, 5 is bigger and 2 is smaller, right? So how we will do it? Now what we're gonna do, when we are putting a decimal here, so this decimal will move up here. This decimal will move up here. Now 5 and this is 20. 5 4s are 20, right? 5 4s are 20, and now down is nothing or 0. So your answer is
0.4.
So we converted the previous slide. The question was in fraction here, and we converted, changing fraction to decimal numbers. Converted from fraction to the decimal numbers. Make sense? Next, they are giving you another example. Now this is the upper one. I told you the upper one goes always inside and the down one goes outside. So 10 and 9 193. How you solve them? 10 ones are 10. 9 3. 10 nines are 90.
19.33.
3.0. This point will also go up 3. So it's 19 point. Either you calculate this one, but as a fastest method, when this equation is written, here is 1 0, so cut that 0 and 1. So at 1 digit, we're going to put the decimal. I think everybody knows that. Right, guys? Everybody knows?
Yes.
So here they're showing us 19.3, 19.3 answer. Now, easier way, the one that I was showing you, because it's over 10, go to next slide, and that will be 3. Simple. Changing decimal numbers to fractions, guys. Decimal numbers to fractions. Now, right 2 to 5 is an improper fraction. I'm telling you, you will be getting the questions for that. Now, if you know that what is improper fraction, only then you can write it. Improper fraction, you remember? Larger numerator and smaller denominator. That is improper fraction. So I need this value from 2.25. So what I will do, I will change this one. I will write 2 as outside 2, whole number, and this is 25 over 100. So 25 over 100. But this is a mixed fraction. I need to make calculator because calculator won't work for that. Now, this is 25 and this is 100. If you will do it on calculator, your answer will become 0.25. If you will do it manually, 25 table of 25. 25 ones are 25, 25 fours are 100. So it's 2, 1 over 4. So it's become 2, 1 over 4. Now you remember, we're going to multiply these two and plus this one. So 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 over 4. This comes to answer as a. Now this is larger numerator and smaller denominator. So this becomes an improper fraction. Right? Right, guys?
Yes.
Next comes to the next. Now rounding off. Everybody knows rounding off. But we are going to teach you a new thing in the rounding off in the pharmacy. So what happened? 1.267. This is bigger than 5, right? Anything that is bigger than 5, it gives its number to the next one, and it is changed to 2 to 3 because we are rounding off. Right, guys? We always know, and if it's 1.267, can we write 1.3?
Yes.
Now, a new thing in pharmacy, one is called as rounding off and one is called as rounding down. Rounding off when we are making it bigger. Rounding down when we are not doing anything with this one. We will just write as it is the answer, no matter whatever the number is behind. No matter if it is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, anything. We're going to just pick this 2. That is rounding down. Sometimes we need to adjust the dose with rounding down. Sometimes we need to adjust the dose with rounding off. We'll teach you in future coming up the chapters of the maths where did we use the rounding off and rounding down in doses. Okay, but in pharmacy this is something new. Usually in the normal maths we only know the rounding off. So please, rounding off and rounding down. Pay attention to this word, down or off. So similarly, we are showing you another example. Rounding off. Rounding off 3.726. So I think we will take away this one and this will be just 3.7. 3.73, 3.7. And if y will be changing to the whole number because it's a 3 point, it's rounding off. It's not rounding down, right? It's rounding off. Off means up. Upper value. So it becomes whole number becomes a 4. So I can write 3.7 as a 4. Right? So 3.7 as a 4. So the same way rounding down. When we are rounding down, it will remain 3.72. I'm not changing it to 3. It will be 3.7 and the whole number will be 3 and we will neglect this 0.7. Okay? Got it? You understand rounding off and rounding down?
Yes.
Rounding the decimal numbers. For small liquid volumes, amounts less than 1 ml will be rounded to 100th. Always 100th, not up to 10th. So they are saying, for example, 0.345, we're going to go to 0.35. So ones, 10th and 100th. They are showing you here 10th, 100. So we're going to 100. They're also, now what happened? This value is less than 1. But this value is greater than 1, right? When it is not one, sorry, until tens. So round off only until tens. Make sense, guys? Please remember, you will lose your place in this little things, basic things. Amounts greater than 1 ml will be rounded to tenth. Amounts less than 1 will be rounded to 100. Clear? Okay. Mind you won't take everything right now. As we're doing the questions every day, that's why I have given one chapter, 2.5 days to one chapter, or 3 days to one chapter. So we'll do slowly and slowly in class. And by doing mistakes, we will start learning. Next, now rounding the decimal numbers. Now listen, because the danger of an overdose must always be guarded against, particularly with pediatric medicines and the high alert medicines. The amount of medication to be administered is sometimes rounded down instead of rounding off. If a baby needs a drug, 3.3 drug, right? 3 ml. Baby is little. But when we calculate, it becomes 3.6. So 1 ml is too much for the little baby. We do not want to make 3.6 to 4. We want to make it 3.6 to 3 on the safe side. Right? We do not want to give the baby the overdose of the drug. So in those cases, that's why the rounding off becomes the rounding down. And we will do some questions in a scenario questions. That this scenario happened, this is a patient, this is the drug. Will you round off or round down? Okay, then you will understand better. Next, easy adding and subtracting, everybody knows, but we know on calculator. Now, again, I'm reminding, do not use the calculator. Simple, keep the decimal points aligned with the decimal points on one side.